So how did you get into DJ?
So Dallas, man, you a smart guy, bro. I don't know how you be doing it with these questions, but you you got something going on because actually yeah he actually needed a DJ assistant
Okay.
at the time. So at the time, I'm just like basically I'm making music, but I was working, and I was like, you know what, I'm done with this working. I'm not working for anybody but myself anymore. So I left my job. I had a great job at the time, but I feel like I could always get any job that I want because I knew the importance of keeping my head and my nose clean. And I
Hmm.
also knew because I was raised by smart people, so I could go into the corporate field anytime I want. And I think that's another thing I want to hit on. Like people think it's cool to just hang out all day, but I learned more about selling products working for AT&T than I ever could have learned. Well, I ain't gonna say I ever could have learned, but then I did from being out in the streets. So it's like that, you never can like don't ever like block your own like ability to learn from a place that you may not be familiar with
Oh, bro, I
because
can go on for days about the people who don't like working 9 to 5. Like, bro, I ain't gonna never work no 9 to 5. I'm like, um, there are some benefits to it besides having benefits, and a steady paycheck. You also learn how to do things. You also have to learn how to do stuff that you don't want to do in order to get what you want, and just deal with people that you don't know. It's not the worst thing in the world to work a nine
yeah,
to five if that would make sense for you.
yeah. And I think that my whole thing was I never wanted to work at a factory because I come from Cartersville, and my whole nothing against anybody working and making that money. Go get your money. Don't worry about what nobody else say anyway. But I just didn't want to subscribe to that because I felt like that would be a dead end. And I accepted my position working for AT&T just because of the fact that there was an opportunity, to do something that I didn't do. I was making great money, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And it was more money than I had ever made in my life at the time. And I had already dabbled with music, and I've already been around, a few times. I moved to Atlanta, I had moved back, and I was trying to really establish myself as a man. And I just was like, you know what? Let me just bite the bullet and do what I need to do as a man because my family's in my ear. Like, you need to figure out what you're going to do. And at the same time, I still wouldn't go work for like Toyo or Shaw or anything like that. But I went to AT&T because of the opportunity to get a job and move to Atlanta. So I still had the same goal. I just needed the resources. So I was like, well, I work here and then I transfer my job to the city.
Okay.
So yeah, that's just basically like I don't think people should shoot that down.